Okay, fine. Okay, dear students.
So we'll leave the meeting and come again.
So in the last class we have seen
So it started.
iteration method. Yes, we'll start now. Fixed point iteration. This is also known as iteration method. Let f of x is equal to 0 be the given equation. Let us write this equation in the form x is equal to psi of x. We'll consider this equation as equation 1. We have seen the given equation, whatever the equation, it is may not be equal to 0. So we have to convert it in terms of 0. We can see in the example, and whatever the equation will become equal to 0, that we are going to consider as f of x. So this is completely different equation. So we denote it by f of x. And another equation, phi of x. Yes. So phi of x is a equation where LHS must be x and remaining all the terms must be in RHS. We have to bring all the terms in RHS. Only x will be in LHS, and that LHS we say it as phi of x. That we are going to consider it as equation 1. So next we will go with the let x naught be the initial approximation value to the actual root alpha. Means actually we select the initial approximation. Already you have come across in the last method that how the initial approximation is chosen. So you have to choose this value. You may say that, sir, how to choose this value? You have to choose this value such a way that it must be nearer to the roots, actual root. It must be nearer. If you take any number, it's okay, but iterations will increase, or we say convergence will increase. So we have to choose the initial approximation value. Then and substitute now. Will become x naught only in RHS. Okay. Then if you substitute in 1, x1 is equal to psi of x naught. It is going to become. This is equation 2. Again, if you continue this, every time you are going to substitute the next iterations, x2 iteration, x3 iteration. So it will continue this process, and then we get x2 is equal to psi of x1. Further, if you continue like this, we are going to get xn. Xn is equal to phi of xn minus 1. Okay. So what are these students? x1, x2, x3, xn. These are the sequence of approximate roots. So therefore, we say the sequence of approximate roots x1, x2, xn, if it converges to alpha, is taken as the root of the equation f of x is equal to 0. When we take it convergence, already you have seen, the roots will get repeated. Here, remember one thing, smaller the psi dash of x, remember this. Smaller the psi dash of x means differentiation of phi of x. It will become phi dash of x. More rapid will be convergence, means immediately you will get the value. So you please be ready with the calculator, book and pen. In the example we'll see how this is smaller and how it will be rapid. So in the second condition, yes, what we have is sufficient condition for the convergence is modulus of phi dash of x is less than 1 for all x in the interval I containing the roots x is equal to alpha. Yes, this is expressed graphically. Alpha is the fixed point. It satisfies x is equal to psi of x. So this is what we have the very brief description about the iteration method, or we say convergence finite point iteration. We'll go with immediately the example 1. Here today I will tell you how to use calculator and get the answer now. Okay, so this is our example 1. Find the root of the equation x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0 using fixed point iteration, or they may also ask you that iteration method. So immediately we'll go with the solution. Yes, here we take, as we have seen the working rule of the fixed point iteration, f of x. This is already 0, means whatever the given equation is f of x now. This is clear, because x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0, therefore the given equation is f of x. So we'll simplify this. I will bring RHS x, remaining all the terms on the LHS. So we rewrite. This is the first step in fixed point iteration. We have to bring x. So x is equal to, we get this as 1 divided by 1 plus x. Now this is going to become, x is going to become our phi of x. So don't get confused with f of x and phi of x. F of x is different, phi of x is different, because x is equal to phi of x. You have to remove the x outside, that is RHS, you have to bring x, remaining all the terms must be in LHS. Fine. Okay. So here I have taken LHS x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x. So now we will just check this condition. This condition is very important to identify the above equation is correct or no. That is phi dash of x. So yesterday we have seen this example. Once again I will repeat. This differentiation we are going to do, minus 1 divided by 1 plus x the whole square. You have seen how the differentiation is there. How to do the differentiation. Yes, then we get this as phi dash of x. Okay, now there is no confusion in the differentiation. Okay, I will just find the condition now. First we consider this equation and try to get the function. We'll just see, consider the function f of x. X square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is a function and phi dash is another function. So what we do, roots we are going to find here. Okay, so how the roots lies in the interval. Now how to find this interval? Yesterday we have seen directly have taken the value, but this is the shortcut method. I will tell you that what is the trick, how to find the interval. Yes, many of them were asking how you are going to find the root lies in the interval. They have not given here, students. It is very clear. So use the calculator. I will show you how to use the calculator. So everyone be ready with your calculator and see how you are going to find intervals. Okay, everyone is ready? If you are ready with the calculator, just type in the chat box, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you will find the interval. Yes, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we'll see. So now we'll start with the shift mode. First we have to put it in radian, or we'll go with the table. So just go with the table. You can see when you press mode, the 7 number is the table. Zoom, huh? I think this is only the last. It is already zoom only. Okay, you can see the table when you type. If you go to mode and if you type table, you will get f of x. Okay, have you got f of x, everyone? Just type okay. If you have got f of x is equal to, yes, yes, okay, yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, now you are going to type the full equation of f of x, that is alpha, bracket you can see x square plus again alpha, press open bracket, you will get x minus 1. Yes, everyone have typed this equation? Yes, if you have typed this equation, you can type it in the chat box. Yes, okay, fine. So this is how you have to type the first equation. Then press equal to, press equal to, it will ask, calculator will ask how to start the value, what value we are going to put. Yes, so what you have to do, otherwise write it in your book also. Please write the steps in your book also. So when you start this, put 0 equal to, and then it is asking end. Now what should I put the end? I'll put the end 1 equal to. Okay, till here everyone have done now? Fine. Okay, now it is asking step. What is the step? Step is nothing but the interval is divided. I will divide this interval by 0.1. Okay, so I will put this step as 0.1 equal to. So you can see one LHS side I can see it is x, and RHS side you can see f of x. Yes, everyone have got, I think.
Sir, can you repeat the
Yes.
calculator
Now we
process?
see
Sir, after f of
we
x.
go down, which is one must be positive, one must be negative. So we'll just go down, we'll just find these are our intervals now. So 1, 0.1, 0.5, 0.6. Yes. Now look here, students, very important. 0.6 and 0.7. Yes, one is positive and one is negative. You can go through the calculator once again. It is very simple. I'll repeat once again. First, you have to go for mode, then you'll get table. F of x is equal to, type the equation x square plus x minus 1, then say equal to. It will ask start with 0. It will ask end 0, 1 equal to. Then it is going to ask step will be 0.1 equal to, press equal to, then you will get x on LHS, f of x on RHS. Here it is very clear that 0.6 and 0.7 is the interval. Why? Because 0.6 value is minus 0.04 is negative. So one must be negative, one must be positive, or one must be less than 0, one must be greater than 0. So don't get confused in this. So this is how we get the two values, 0.6 and 0.7. So what I will do, I will write this. So it is minus 0.04 and plus 0.19. These two values I will get. So directly you can write this equations now. So I will write this. So what two intervals I get from the calculator? Yes. So it is f of 0.6 is minus 0.04, and then f of 0.7 is 0 plus 0.19, means one is less than 0 and one is greater than 0. This is clear now. Okay, so I'll repeat once again. So this is going to become our interval. So we'll just repeat in oral name. You can try it. First, go to the calculator, press mode, then go for table f of x. Yes, Prajwal, go for f of x, type there x square plus x minus 1, then go to equal to. It will ask start with 0. Just write down, everyone, write down in your book also. So again and again I am repeating this once again for everyone. So it will ask start with 0, and next if you press equal to, it will ask end is 1, press equal to, then it will ask step. What is the step? 0.1. Then again press equal to, you will get x in the LHS side and f of x in the RHS side. If you scroll down, 0.6 will be negative and 0.7 will be positive. So this is less than 0 and greater than 0. Therefore, we say that root lies in the interval 0.6 comma 0.7. So we'll continue. This is the direct value you will get. In the last, we have just chosen any value and got the answer. But this is a perfect one, and we get a nice iteration. So initial value. So what must be the initial value? In the condition it is given, it must be less than 0. Less than 0 is x naught is equal to 0.6. So this is how we come to the conclusion of initial value x naught. This is how actually we have to choose this value, but by using a simple method, calculator and calculator table, we get this initial value easily. You can choose 0.5. In the last example we have seen, we have chosen 0.5, but your iterations increases, x1, x2, the sequence of iterations increases. Here you can see the sequence of iterations decreases. Immediately will get the answer by using this initial value. So it is very simple and very clear. So will you take the initial values? You see, so many things we have to do to get the initial value. So practice, you will get. Now we go for the condition. So already have written the condition. Yes, this condition is very important, students. So condition says that mod of phi dash of 0.6. What is the value? Substitute in the calculator. So I will again show you the calculator. Yes, why? Because some are getting different answer, I am getting different answer. Why to do that? I will show it in calculator, so everyone will get the same answer. So go for the division and type -1 divided by, it is 1 plus alpha open bracket, will get x. Okay, then square this. Fine. Then go for calculate. When you press calculate, it is going to ask what is the x value. Calculate is what? It will calculate the equation. Remember this. So whenever you press any equation, if you type any equation on the calculator, you have to press cal. It is below shift button. So you will get, it is cal. Cal means what? It is calculating the term equation now. That is x. It is going to ask x. What is x here, students? Now this equation you have to fix it now. Okay. So you are going to get here. Okay, wait, I'll repeat once again. Okay, actually I'm repeating twice. Okay, once again I'll repeat. See, first you go for equation divide. Below the cal you can see there is division. One box will come up, one box will come down. That is denominator and numerator. In the numerator you have to type -1. Yes, Om Mehta has got the answer. So -1. So it is less than 1, right? Om? Yes, it is less than 1. So just type -1 divided by 1 plus x. X, I think everybody knows that alpha, and you have to press open bracket. It is in red term. Okay. So I will show you what is the answer in the calculator you will get. Okay. 1 plus x the whole square you will get. Then after that you have to press cal button, means it is going to calculate this entire equation which is present on the screen. So when you put the cal's button, then you have to press x equal to, then it is going to ask what is the value of x. So here I am going to substitute the value of x is 0.6. You can see this is, everyone, I think you have got -0.390625. Yes, but it is in mod. Modulus means it minus is going to become plus. Therefore, it is 0.3906 is less than 1. So this condition satisfies. Only when this condition satisfies, yes, only when this condition satisfies, Shivraj, I will come to your question later, okay? Only when this condition satisfies that, then we'll try to substitute 0.7 now. Okay, now try for 0.7. I'll just press equal to, same equation. I'll just type 0.7. Same equation. Don't change any settings in the calculator. Keep it as it is throughout the example. Okay, fine. Throughout the example, don't change any settings and any equations. So we'll continue this. Yes, definitely. Muzammil has got the answer same. Yes, very good. So it is, just press 0.7, then you are going to get this equation. Then again you put the values, -0.346. Yes, it is enough. Fine. So this is again equal to modulus. If you remove, minus is going to become plus. Actually answer is plus 0.346. So it is less than 1, means both the values are correct. Both the values you can take the initial condition. So in the both, see again, very important. Suppose you may get confused, sir, I am going to take 0.7, but remember that which is less than 0.6 is less or 0.7 in this two, which is less? Yes, It is 0.346 is less. So therefore, I will go for 0.6 because it is 0.391, 3906. I will take first 0.6 is the initial value because it satisfies the condition. Yes, Pushpa, you're right. Therefore, our x naught is equal to 0.6 be the initial approximation. So we'll start with 0.6. So there's so many things you have to do to get the initial approximation. Otherwise, you have to use any value, but your approximations or iterations will increase. So what will be our x1 now? It is phi of x naught, which is equal to phi of 0.6, which is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus x naught, which is equal to 1 plus 0.6. Till here everyone have understood now how to find x1. x1 is nothing but phi of x naught, which is equal to phi of 0.6, which is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus x naught, which is equal to, substitute x naught value. X naught is nothing but 0.6. So substitute 1 divided by 1 plus 0.6. Yes. Very good. You got the final answer. So if you just use the calculator directly again, it is 0.625. Okay, you can see in the calculator show because you may get different answer. Okay, so just press the division, then 1 divided by 1 plus x I will put, because remember this now, very important. Remember this every time, no need of substituting the value. Keep this equation ready now, everyone. Yes, please, everyone keep this equation ready. I will tell you the values. You are going to substitute x. Don't change this now. Okay, so it is 0.625, which is equal to, you will get the value 0.625. So now I will go for the x2. Now see how, what will be the roots. Now x2 is equal to phi of x1 is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 0.625. Okay, so what is the value will go? 0.61538. Yes, now you can do it in the calculator. Just press equal to, it will ask x value, substitute the next term. Now go for x3. x3 is equal to phi of x2 is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus 0.61538 is equal to, just put the value in the x in the calculator, you will get 0.61904. So I will show you once. So don't change this equation throughout the example, get over. Just press equal to, it will ask x value. I will substitute the values 0.61904. So this is equal to, you will get the value as 0.617. So what is x4? No need of writing the full equation. I will write the direct answer from the calculator now, students. Okay, don't get confused. Now just I press equal to, it will show x. So when it asks x again, what is the next term we are going to type? It is 0.61764. Just go on typing the x value again and again and again. So we will get, yes, Somnath, you are right. The next term is x5 is equal to 0.61818. You can look at the calculator. Again I will press equal to, it is asking again x value. I will substitute the x5, that is 0.61797. So you can see. So it is okay. So it is x6 is equal to 0.61805. Yes, or I have interchanged this, don't worry. I've just interchanged the values x4, x5 and x6. Okay, no problem, but you can see the roots are now 2 digits, it is repeating. 61 is repeating, right? Yes. In the next term, you can see 6, 1, 8, 3 digits it is going to repeat. Okay, we'll see once again. If I take 0.61, yes, it is 0.61797. Okay. If I put again 0.61797, you can see that it is 0.61805. If you continue like this, you're going to get, so this is how we get 4 digits. So x7 and x8, it is 0.618, and x8 is also 0.6180, means that x7 is nearly equal to x8, or it is identical, or it is similar. Then we take this value as 0.6180. Okay, clear, student? It is 0.61802. We'll take it is the required roots. Is the required roots.
Excuse
Is
me,
it clear
sir.
now? Yes? I'll just repeat.
Sir,
Those who have got confused, once again I will repeat for them. So don't get confused. This is a shortcut trick. I will just repeat very quickly. So this is our question. Find the root of the equation x square plus x minus 1 is equal to 0 using fixed point iteration. Rewrite this equation f of x as phi of x. Then find phi dash of x. You will get the equation. Then by using the calculator, find the root lies in the interval. I've already shown you how to, why we take this interval, and then don't get confused again that how sir have written directly the intervals. Using calculator you will get 0.6 and 0.7 as the interval. And why I have taken, because one is negative and one is positive. I think many of them have this question. Then the initial value I will choose this as x naught is equal to 0.6. Then this 0.6 when I chose, I will substitute in the condition. Already condition is given in the derivation of iteration method, so I'll substitute there. So it is modulus of phi dash of 0.6 will get less than 1, and modulus of phi dash of 0.7 is also less than 1. So therefore condition satisfies. When the condition satisfies, we'll fix this equation. We'll fix this equation. Yes, very good. Ashok, you have asked the question that why 0 and 1? Because 0 is negative and 1 is positive. So I will go for dividing 0 and 1 again and again. Instead of finding 0, 0, 0.1, we start with 0, right, Ashok? So 0, 0.1, 0.2. Instead of doing these all things, I have taken 0 and 1, because if you put directly substitute 0, you will get negative and 1 will become positive. Therefore, I have divided this in the calculator. There is a shortcut one. So therefore, if you go through this, you will get x naught value 0.6, then you will get x1 value 0.625, x2 you are going to get 0.61538, x3 you will get, then yes, it will be same. No, it will
so
be same.
X6 I got
Step value will be same.
0.6180.
Remember this. Yes, Pradnya, you are
Sir,
right. Step value must be same. Don't change. Because we want the accurate answer, right? You can see the answer is 0.61802. This is the root actually. This is the required answer. So therefore, we have to take steps
sir,
and 0.1. Okay, so like this, we get the series of sequence x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7, x8. So 8 iterations we have done. After getting 8 iterations, we have got the required answer. So this is how you have
excuse
to
me, sir.
practice and get the answer. Okay, no problem. In x6 also no problem. x6 is 0.618. Fine. Okay. So this is our next example. Again, if you want to try, you can try. Fine. So we'll take 5 minutes of break.